Hello, my beautiful Leo. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, honey, I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot horoscope messages for the days August 9th to August 15th, 2021. So if you find any cards that resonate with you in this weekly tarot reading for you, Leo, let me know in the comments below, darling, which cards do and how they do, because that is how we keep up with y'all through the comments, Leo. Also, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, or Miss Julep, oh, she's going off camera. I would appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe because it does help me out a lot, Leo, and I do appreciate it when you do the extra step to support me. But remember, darling, that I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate to leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it whatsoever. I believe the tarot cards are just here, darling, to give you some food for thought, a perspective for you to be considering, but never making the choices in your life, because it's your life to live, not mine and not these tarot cards. So let's get into your reading this week now, Leo. Let's see what's going on with you, darling. What is going on for my Leos? We have the Queen of Wands, so you're in fabulous energy. You're in your energy right now. Queen of Pentacles in the back of the deck as well. So very much so to yourself right now, Leo. You're definitely feeling yourself a lot more. Good change of pace, I want to say, Leo, as well, from what I was catching for you guys last week. Also, Leo, if you haven't watched it, check out your monthly August horoscope reading. But with this Queen of Wands coming in here, I see it's giving me very much so a Leo who is just, how would we say this? Like, you're starting just to do whatever the heck you feel like doing, right? You're starting to feel a lot more comfortable in your skin is something that I'm feeling as well. Also, happy Leo season. This makes a lot of sense just because, darlings, this is your month, darling. This is, a lot of you guys are celebrating birthdays, so happy birthdays, my beautiful Leos. And I see you guys just naturally thriving during your, I have a sneeze coming up. Ooh. Ah! All right, I do see you guys just, yeah, really just in your own element and being extremely comfortable in your skin. So right off the bat, I just want to be saying, Leo, this is a fabulous time to be, if there's any type of like creative project that you want to be doing, right? If there's any type of self-expression thing, something that at the very least, I'm talking about in creative pursuits, but essentially whatever you feel passionately about, this is a very fabulous week for you to be continuing in this energy. Leo, take advantage of this Queen of Wands energy. And plus, I know we have the Lionsgate coming up as well. This is happening the day after. So Leo, definitely a fabulous time for you to be taking advantage of this energy, right? Because it's quite literally your energy. So let's get into this deeper. Leo, don't you think? Let's get some extra cards for this. So we started this out with the Devil card. Aries got this as well, right early on for them as well. We got the Devil card coming in here. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. I like this a lot more now for you, Leo. This is making the Devil card look a lot better. And Page of Pentacles. Oh, a conversation is had, Leo. Something is like came into the fray here that really rectifies this Devil and rectifies this pain. This makes me extremely happy. Let me show you these cards just continuing on, right? And so how I'm taking this dynamic, Leo, this is giving me very much so a situation where you're feeling a lot more comfortable in your skin, right? The Devil card can be not introverted, about the self, right? Well, the devil could be stuff inside for you, like your insecurities, anxieties, what have you, right? But I'm going to be speaking in terms of outside, because if it's self, then right? You don't need me preaching at you, Leo. But it's giving me very much so a dynamic of where devil coming in here, where this is the burden, this is what was keeping you from really fully embracing the Queen of Wands, Leo, is because whether it was the situation where you weren't feeling comfortable in your skin, there's just this sense of discomfort, this sense of where Leo was just distracted trying to handle this devil here, trying to handle this inconvenience, darling, right? But then we have the Three of Swords coming in the reverse, which is a fabulous card to be having then. Yes, this is the only time you want to be seeing the Three of Swords is when it's in the reverse, at least in my opinion, darling, because this is showcasing to me, Leo, where there's healing involved, right? If this was just the Devil card and then going into the Three of Swords, then I'd be like, ooh, some type of betrayal, darling. But this is showing to me where it's like there's healing coming in here with this Devil, right? And so it's through this consistent healing, and it's not immediately, Leo. I feel like it's just going to be a progressive each day that you wake up, Leo. You are just feeling a little bit lighter. You're feeling, it's like this sense of just like depression, right? Let's call this depression, darling, this devil. It's like this depression starting to just loosen up, right? But for many of you Leos, if this is about a person, Page of Pentacles coming in, this is the card of communication. This is the card of, I see this as just like bringing light to a situation. It's like putting sunlight on something to have it grow and actually blossom rather than neglecting the situation anymore, right? To even look at the individual as finally just, instead of like putting it off into the corner, right? You're actually holding it up, looking at it, and trying to like, you know, you just really analyzing it. And so this is showing to me whatever is going on in your life, Leo, you're fixing the problem. You're fixing the problem, and you're doing a fabulous job of doing that, because I see you guys just really becoming in your element. You guys are really evolving, right? This Page of Pentacles just comes in as just such a perfect timing of where it's just like conversation is had. So let's get into this. If this is about a person, Leo, let's get into this, right? Let's clarify. What is it? If this is about a person, how are they currently feeling? Leo, how is this person currently feeling? So we have the Hanged Man coming in here. So there's like a change of heart, a change of pace. They have a change of heart with you, Leo. Whatever the situation is, it's very much so like, I don't know what happened in the past, Leo, right? I'm gonna just give an analogy just for simplicity's sake, but it's just like, you know, you and I, right, darling, when we first met each other, you thought, or I thought, we'll put it that way, I thought that you hated me, right? And so because of that, anytime that I spoke to you, I kind of just like gave you the cold shoulder, disrespected you, darling, I would never. But analogy, honey, right? Because of that perspective. And so I was handling things and I was being hurtful, right? I became the devil. But something happened, Hanged Man, that changed my perspective, right? Where maybe someone told me, being like, hey, like this person here, you know, who's watching my videos? Beyonce here, Obama, darling, Putin. Why am I saying Putin? Darling, everybody's watching my videos. Calm down. Anyways, they're just like, they're not that bad, darling. And so I see you in a different light, and I'm just like, oh, because then as well, I guess it doesn't really show in this artwork of the Hanged Man, but usually the sun is incorporated somehow with the Hanged Man, because it shows like a change in perspective. It shows being like, not only like shifting and being aware of like just essentially not having like the full story. Don't mind me, Leo, adjusting the camera. You know, it's not only just acknowledging it, but it's also taking action, right? It's all about action, right? The Hanged Man can have like, you know, before the Hanged Man only becomes the Hanged Man because they fully commit to the thing. And so they fully commit to the communication. Page of Pentacles coming in here. Five of Swords coming in. Yeah, this is just giving me very much so, Eight of Wands. They're coming in, this is very much so giving me, Leo, a change of heart. They're coming in to bring forth a conversation, to even, I would even say coming to apologize as well. Five of Swords here. It's this sense of like, I really do see an acknowledgement of where if they did something wrong, or we'll call it just the issue at hand. No one has to be at fault, Leo. If there is someone at fault, darling, then that's on you, darling. I don't know what's going on with y'all's lives, right? But I do see like a change of heart, a change of pace in a situation for you, Leo, of where you weren't doing anything wrong, Leo. You weren't doing anything wrong in this situation whatsoever. So you just needed to maintain your dignity. You needed to just maintain your fierceness, darling, right? And people are coming around. The situations will figure themselves out and come back to you. And that's what I see is happening, right? It's like, it's because you stayed in your truth. You stayed to honoring yourself, Leo, that you're rewarded for that, essentially, right? And this is quite literally where you get to be like, oh, told you so, girl, right? Very much so that, Leo. So now, darling, let's get into an oracle card for this as well, Leo. I want to get an animal oracle card and a number for you, Leo. Let's get into this, darling. We have the Dragonfly Spirit 2-2. Leo got 6-6, but for numerology, add it to 1 unless it's a master. And I think actually 22 is a master number, so it is. So take that back. 22 is your number. Leo, Dragonfly Spirit. Coming in, truth transcends illusion. What was I just saying, darling? Right? What was I just saying, Leo? Where I was just like, because you stood in your truth, you stood in what you believed in, what you thought was right, what you believe is right, right? The truth always comes out. The truth always avails, Leo. And that's something that a lot of people need to be reminded of, where it's just like, you don't want to be in this place, and it's natural, it's human. Everyone wants to get into this place and just like being very vindictive or vengeful towards something, right? And it's just be like, oh, I'll show you, whatever, right? Or you want to see, my issue always is, Leo, where I'm just like, I don't like misinformation. If you don't like me for proper things, right? Don't dislike me off of like false pretenses, right? Off of a negative narrative that you created, that you never came to me to talk about, Leo, right? That's where I had to like release things, right? And so I see you standing in your truth, and they get a change of heart. They see the truth in it, and they come towards you with an apology. Or like the situation just comes around and being like, oh, well, Leo, you were right. So which I know my Leos are just going to thrive off that, darling. So celebrate you for that, Leo. Now I want to get into what you don't see coming towards you right now, Leo. And the card, as you saw, already came flying out. Queen of Cups coming forward for you. So again, all the cups, or all the queens, rather, coming in. So what you don't see coming towards you, Queen of Cups, you probably don't see this conversation happening, to be honest, Leo. You probably don't see a conversation happening. You probably don't see this situation rectifying itself, right? If there's no other parties involved. You're just not anticipating the situation. Like, you have an idea of being like, well, this is done and over with, or whatever. It's just like, well, that situation is a flop, right? I guess I can look for a different job or whatever, right? Queen of Cups coming in the upright shows to you where it's the card where it's like you're feeling good because of like everything around you feeling good as well, Leo. So this is giving me very much so what you don't see coming is like this sense of just like togetherness. I see this as, right? We have the Hermit card coming in here because you're in this hermiting phase. Two of Swords coming in as well. You're in this hermiting phase, and it's almost as if, Leo, yeah, you're giving me the sense of where, and this is very much so current for you, Leo. It's like you're right, even in this moment, you probably came into this tarot reading and you're just like, I don't know how to handle this situation with this person, with this situation here, Velka, so maybe this tarot reading can help me, darling, right? Because I see you in this Two of Swords and hermiting phase and just being like, all right, what is the next step? Because you're in this Queen of Wands. You're really, again, trying to just focus on elevating, Leo. And so what you don't see coming towards you is quite literally what you're stressing about right now, Leo. I would be willing to put money on it by the end of the week coming forward. You're not going to be thinking about it anymore. Or at the very least, you're not going to be, it's one of those things, Leo, where you're just like, why was I stressing about it for so long, right? Because it just figures itself out, right? And I really do feel like it's connected to that Page of Pentacles. I really do feel like this whole spread is just like connected for that, Leo. So let's get some spirit guide messages coming in for you now, darling. Let's get some spirit guide messages for my Leos. What spirit guide messages could we have for my Leos for this week? So we have the Ten of Wands stepping forward. So definitely addressing the baggage, definitely this sense of whatever it is that you've been resistant to, Leo, and you would already know it. It's one of those things that you've been putting off, right? We all have those things that we just keep putting off. Some of you, Leo, might be even watching this video right now, darling, you're in the middle of a spiral of a binge of watching tarot readings, honey, because you're just like, oh, let me just put it off doing the laundry, right? Let me put off doing this, right? Ten of Wands is coming forward to me where it's just like TikTok, like I'm seeing a clock right now, so I'm just like TikTok, like I feel as if Eight of Swords coming in here. Yeah, almost as if, like, if you don't make a move, Leo, there's something that you've been dragging your feet on. Eight of Swords coming in, that's been keeping you down. That's just been doing quite literally nothing but limiting you. I just got, like, a sense of, like, someone running on a treadmill. So I don't want to stress you out too much, Leo, but I do have to point out the Ten of Wands does, in the actual definition of it, it does signal as, like, potential health concerns. So, you know, in this dynamic of reading, as I was going to say, I have to just tell it like it is. If you don't address this problem soon for yourself, Spirit's going to bring something forward to make you have to address it, right? And so for some of you guys, if it is health thing, like, you know, obviously I'm not a medical expert, darling, some tarot cards, but that is like the message. Whatever it is that you've been putting off, you're going to be forced to be having to look at it really soon if you don't do something about it. So for some of you guys, it's just going to be laundry, right? But others of y'all might be working out. The Messenger here coming in, which is the Hierophant, I believe, in this tarot deck. And so this is really letting me know this is something that's been a long-term committal for you, right? The Hierophant is very traditional energy, and all in the name of up-leveling yourself as well. Let's do one more. And then the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's just something that you kind of just been putting off, Leo, that has done quite literally nothing but just what I'm seeing has just been a disservice to you, right? It's this sense of where it's like you're drinking poison, right? I don't know why I was struggling trying to say that, Leo. It's this sense of where it's like you're drinking this poison, you're just like, wow, this makes me feel sick. Then you're just like, you know what? Let me get another sip of that. You know, that might have something. You know, maybe the second sip will do something. You know. I feel awful. Let me do another one, right? Yes, and it's like you just keep doing that, Leo, when it's just like doing nothing but bringing you displeasure, adding more weight to you. And so really just like, what is it gonna take, darling, for you to be addressing this? If you don't address it, then spirit's gonna be addressing it for you, darling, right? Spirit's gonna make you address it in some way, darling, right? Whew. Take that as you will, Leo. Overall though, let's see what good things are in the works for you, Leo. Let's see what good things are in the works for you this week. What good things are coming in for my Leos? Page of Swords. So quite literally, yeah, that just goes right back to the Page of Pentacles of communication. That's really the good, I don't even need to pull more clarifiers on that, Leo. Communication is the key point for y'all this week. So definitely this week, allow yourself to be open, be receptive to people, be available. Take your phone off do not disturb, darling, right? Take yourself off that invisible tag, off that offline tag, darling, Leo, right? Make yourself available, because even if you are even sitting here right now and you're probably even typing, some of you Leos, and you're just like, Velca, I don't want to hear back from anyone. It's just like, well, girl, like that's your choice, free will, darling, right? You do what you want to do. But I do see if you allow the energies to come forward, Leo, that fabulous conversation is had for you. So let's get a animal card or moon card. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture on things, right? And I feel like it's funny kind of how when you think about how fitting this card is, but just quite literally what I was just saying, Leo. So yeah, I feel like it's just look at the bigger picture and things. You don't need me preaching at you, Leo. But darling, that is the weekly tarot reading that I have for you this week, Leo. I hope you found some cards that resonated with you. If you did, let me know in the comments below, darling. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. And then also, if you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, Leo, my website is SimplyVelca.com. I have it linked down below next to my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all also just being SimplyVelca. And yeah, Leo, make a wish on the 1111 rose quartz stone, and I will hopefully see you sometime in the very near future. I love you so much, Leo. Bye.